Shalom, everybody. Welcome to episode 10. I consider this a mile marker because I like the number 10. Well, everybody, hello. I'm Dave, your host from utom.org. That's utom.org, which stands for Universal Truth of Mankind. And this is a show for all of us. This is information for everybody. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your religious affiliations. It doesn't matter, what particular group of people you belong to, and so on and so forth. This is information that's for all of us. Now, like I've said in the past, I focus very heavily on Christianity and Judaism because here in the Western world, we tend to claim to be Judeo-Christian. I do that because it's not exactly true. But there are a lot of concepts that are within the Judaic traditions and teachings that bleed over into Christianity. All right, so remember, share, like, comment, and subscribe to Universal Truth of Mankind -refocus. That's the channel. Pardon me. If you're not sure, just go to utom.org, go to the bottom where it says to find us. I have the list of areas that you can look. Hold on one second, I just need to look at something. Okay. Just saw something in a corner. I'm like, what is that? Alrighty, so we're going to talk today about breathing the breath of life. Take a look in chapter 2, Genesis 2, verse 10. And it says this, Then the Lord God formed man. Actually, what version is this? I think this may be a ASV, American Standard Version. The reason I'm using that is because sometimes I go into New Testament to compare some things, because I talk to people, even Christians, about things, and sometimes I do go to their passages and try to look for some enlightenment on a few things. Okay, and to better understand is what I mean by enlightenment. It's a knowledge thing. Okay, anyway, then the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. That sounds really simple. In fact, it sounds like verse 7 here is when man, meaning us physical creatures, were created. But that's not what happens here. That's what the English translation promotes. That's the official narrative. But in Hebrew, that's not what it's saying. What's interesting about this verse is it includes 3 of the 5 soul levels, but not all of them. Now, we could say 3 of the 4. Let me explain. Levels of the soul. There is the nefesh level, there is the ruach level, the neshama, the kaya, and the yakud. Now, yakud is the one I never really talk about, and the reason I talk about that is because that's the part of the soul that attaches and is so close to the Creator that in all practicalities we cease to exist. So there's really no reason to discuss that, and not only that, how do we understand it? You're at such a high level of thought and concepts and ideas. We're just not able to fathom that. So I really don't talk about that. So below that, there's 4, meaning again, and I'm going from the lower to the upper. Actually, let me go reverse. There's kaya, neshama, ruach, and nefesh. Now, real quick, nefesh is the awareness of the body. The ruach is the connecting point, so to speak, between us and the upper soul. It's the awareness that there's more. Then there's neshama, which could be likened to the real us as individuals. And then kaya is the real us in terms of everybody. So you can see you have one here and many down here. So from kaya is where all of our individual souls come from. All right. So what is chapter 10, verse 7 telling us? Well, it's telling us that kaya was divided into multiples, and then into a neshama, and then the nefesh. So it's teaching us that the individual, I'm going the opposite way, the physical individual, or I should say the awareness of the body, sorry. The awareness of the body was created, then the mind, the individual soul mind, the upper soul, was created, and then that's all connected to the universal soul. Now you may say, okay, it sounds like man was created. Well, in this particular case, the nefesh is not connected to the body yet. Well, how do I know that? Because if you noticed, if you paid attention, hopefully you caught it, I never said anything about the ruach. There was no connection between nefesh and the neshama. Between the awareness, the body awareness, so to speak, even though it's not attached to a body yet, and the neshama, the real us, our essence. They're not connected. When does that take place? Chapter 3. When man finally became flesh, then the ruach was present. So now, next time you read that verse, you start seeing, there's a structure be created here, but nowhere is the spirit, the ruach, connecting the lowest to the upper. That doesn't take place until chapter 3. So give that some thought. Everybody, oh yes, I'm also starting to do these videos twice a week now. That being Sunday and Thursdays. So please frequently check the website or the YouTube channel for more recent videos. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Shalom, shalom.